Legion slash Shadowland style legendaries where there's dozens of them and everyone has them. We have no plans to do that again in Dragonflight.
Because you don't know how to do it.
Our focus is elsewhere. We are carrying tier sets. Having the ability, having a small collection of legendaries that you can swap among to empower your abilities in certain ways for dungeons.
Try to play a protection warrior and try to swap out your legendary. I double dare you. You will never again tank. It's a great system, poorly designed. Okay? Because like, for example, if you play warrior protection at the beginning of Shadowlands, there was no legendary that would make you good in Mythic Plus. None. At the end of Season 1, they introduced this legendary. I'm not sure what it is called. It gives you a free revenge, gives you a shield block, and gives you rage when you charge or intervene. Once you got that legendary, you have to play with that legendary, or else you're crap. Your protection, rotation, defensives, they all suck. You just cannot play the game. That's an example of how to design a poor system for a great idea. Like the legendaries, there shouldn't be one legendary to pick. First of all, there should be 3 legendaries to pick: one offensive, one defensive, and one utility. And then design those legendaries as that, because then you get the choice of picking the thing that you want, that you need. If you look at the legendaries in for warrior, for example, this one. Charge and intervene grants shield block, revenge, and generate rage. You have to play with this, or else you are shit. That's all. Okay. This legendary is like this balancing thing they should have added to the class itself. Okay, not as a legendary power. And now, why it should be like an offensive, defensive, and utility? Like, if we check out the powers, right? Protection. Wow, this is cool. Oh, shield wall reduction. Too bad I'll never play it, because I have to play reprisal. Shield wall gains. Wow, this is 50% to my... I would like to play, like, let's say, the wall and this combination. These two. Why can't I? I have to play reprisal. Oh, Whirlwind Revenge 70. This is OP legendary. With I tried it. I tried to play with it. You do insane damage. Like, oh my god. But you can't. You have to play reprisal. Spell reflection lasts longer and applies. This is a cool one. Why not my whole part? I can't. I have to play reprisal. Oh, Signet of the Kings. I'd like to try it. I can't. Oh, maybe Cephus. How stun and... No, I have to play reprisal. Like, the idea is good with legendaries and powers, but you designed it in a very poor way. Instead of making like 3 choices, they're divided into offensive, defensive, utility, and then you can swap them out. Or maybe even not one offensive. If I want to, let me play 3 offensives. Like, there's so much like potential in this. You're just wasting it. You're going away from it because you don't understand how to do it. Let's see, for example, arms. I don't know what's arms. I played this one, Signet of Tormented Kings, RNG Stupid Ring. Well...
Yeah, I mean, the player housing is a topic that comes up a ton around the team, right? It's...
Player housing.
Tons of support for it across...
Stop. Player housing. Champion of Azeroth, Conqueror of Worlds, Dragon Slayer, by the way. For your big efforts in our game, we would like to give you a piece of Orgrimmar. Poof. That's your player housing. Give a sector of Orgrimmar to the player as his housing, and let him put there anything he wants, and make it close to the grand center, where's the auction house, the big center headquarters, the bank. Like, that's like the common space where every player can meet and see, like it is now. But then make like a sector where, oh, you go here and poof, it zones you out from the common place, and that's your housing. That would be awesome. You would fix the capitals, players would be all filled up, because it'll be close to where their housing is and the main theme is. Oh, and by the way, when you give this sector of Orgrimmar to the player, don't make it that, oh, you get for free stuff. No. Make it that you want to have, like, let's say, something from Classic. So you have to go to the Classic zones, complete the Classic raids in a challenge mode version. Okay, not with high level and you just smash it and you get it. No, in a challenge mode level. Once you do it, you unlock a customization for your garrison or that sector that you have inside of Orgrimmar. Let's say a monument, whatever, a pillar of yourself or an Onyxia pillar, whatever, okay? Because you've defeated Onyxia in a challenge mode setup. This not necessarily has to be group content, but solo content. If it would be solo content that you know, I have to zone in and solo kill like a scenario thing, right? And I solo kill it, and then I get these rewards, and I can add that monument, and then, you know, I can make it public, and people can just hop in and be like, oh my, you have this Onyxia monument, and you completed this challenge. Whoa, I want to get that too. And people just hop in and do your old content as well, which doesn't seem to be old. Same would be like for TBC. You have to kill Illidan, right? In a scenario specific, not the raid specific, because that's like, let's be honest, that's too much work to design. But if you do it for a single player, like a scenario thing, which is a little bit hard, that already is not challenging at all to balance it out, okay? And once you complete that Black Temple thing, what could you get from there? Let's think. Oh, you could maybe get a Dark Portal monument, and you put it inside of your garrison, which is in the city, by the way, and you can customize it. And you know, you're using your old content, just a little bit modified, and it would bring some nostalgia to the players. Players would engage into it, build up, and then when the new expansion comes in, you don't make it obsolete what they farmed, right? Because it's part of the game. You just add on top of it a new monument. You defeated Mythic Raid. That's gonna be harder, right? Without the challenge mode specific, because this challenge mode specific scenarios would be for the old content. And the new expansion, when it hops in, there's new stuff to get, and you can enhance. You see, like me as a player, if I'd had that kind of system, I'd be like, take my money and let me play. Like, I just want to play. What you prefer to do is trash it to the bin all the time. All the investments, like, screw you, player. Play new expansion now and get nothing from it. And by the way, even if you get all of it, you're gonna get obsolete and, you know, fuck your time.
With the Reliquary and the Explorers League coming back into focus for Dragonflight, can players look forward to any new archaeology content, perhaps?
So our profession's focus in Dragonflight is at this turn
to
pet
the battles. Battle pets. How about you make a mobile game integrated with WoW about battle pets? That's all. Genius.
I think there's room for an alternate mode there. Something like, you know, something that's a bit more asynchronous, where like you set up a defensive team. And like, a lot of mobile games do stuff like this effectively, where like you set up your defensive team and then you can instantly challenge other people's.
This is actually, that's even a better idea. Make battle pets a mobile game where you do like the standard or even a little bit changed, maybe more like Pokemon style. But on top of that, like a tower defense with your battle pets. Oh my, or like an asymmetric that you just move them around, and I could see this selling and be good, really good.
Even if we incentivize it, like with the weekly quest or whatever.
That weekly quest, by the way, it should be active every week, not on a rotation.